Welcome, one and all, back to the Viper's Nest, and today I'm talking about Elden Ring again. And as you can see on the screen, I'm using some pretty kick-ass Black Knife Assassin art by Dog Cacique on DeviantArt. I will make sure to link them in the description. I also probably butchered their name, I'm sorry about that. But, the Black Knife Assassins don't really have much to do with anything that I'm talking about today. I already used Radon for another video I did, so I decided on something different. So what we're talking about today is something that came up in the DLC Shadow of the Erdtree. I'm going to spoil basically everything, so if you don't want DLC spoilers, leave the video now, go play the game until you're satisfied, or, I don't know, watch Vati Vidya or something. Just anything that's not here. Okay? This is your warning, your spoiler warning. Walk away now. Alright, if you're still here, that means either you know what I'm about to talk about, or you don't care about spoilers. So, the final boss of the DLC. It's a two-phase, kind of very Princes of Lothric style boss fight involving Radon in his prime, which is fucking horrifying, and Miquella the Unalloyed. So, the second phase of this boss fight, Radon becomes known as Radon, Consort of Miquella. Now, a lot of people are getting real mad about, like, oh, they made Radon the best guy ever, gay for his younger half-brother, eh. So I'm going to speak to 2 points about that. One is the word consort. Now, consort does, in fact, normally mean, like, someone that you are, like, you know, planning to marry as well as work with, various, you know, sexual connotations, and that's all fine. But the word consort can also mean just, like, a companion in a more, you know, platonic sense, like a really close friend or something like that. So, like, let's use an example here. So my best friend is the assistant manager of one of our local retail stores. Now, let's say, hypothetically, someday he ascended to become Elden Lord of the retail store. And then he calls me up and is like, hey, Jack, I know you worked in retail before. I know you know the business. You know how to get things done. I really need you with me on this one, bud. And then I'd be like, okay. And then I would become consort to the Elden Lord of the retail store. Doesn't mean that I'm, like, gay for my best friend or anything like that. I'm not planning to marry my best friend. I'm just going to become his companion and work very closely with him in the running of the Golden Order of the retail store. You get what I'm saying? A consort can be used in a non-romantic, non-sexual sense. But here's the other point I'm about to make. So, Elden Ring was written in part by George R.R. Martin. And if you've seen or read Game of Thrones, you do know that old Georgie boy does have a bit of a thing about writing, shall we say, very close family relations. If you know, you know. So, yeah. Radon being the consort of Miquella could go both ways, could be just a, you know, close platonic partnership, or a full-blown, close family relations, marriage kind of thing. And I feel like, on the second one, this being written by George R.R., nobody should really be surprised if that's how this thing is actually being framed. Again, take everything I say with a grain of salt. You should probably wait for the Vati Vidya deep dive on how this is all presented. He's going to have information I don't, because that's kind of his fucking job. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. Just putting those 2 points out there about the whole thing. Thank you for listening. A like and a subscribe and a comment would sure be appreciated. See you on the next episode, and as always, have yourself a wonderful day.